Today is April 3rd, 2020. I woke up at 11 due to my dad was calling me, and that woke me up. I picked up the phone and he wanted me to go eat lunch with him at his house. So I just got out of bed and went to his house once I got ready. It was nice to see him because I live alone right now, and I was able to see my little sister, and she wanted me to bring some graph paper. It was for a homework assignment that she needed to do for her school. The project was to create a dream house. So I just went and grabbed my engineering paper. Also filmed on my way there with this. Sorry, this PG&E. No, sorry, it's SDG&E that's having some problems. Luckily, I bought this battery pack for this LED. Due to last month, there's a lot of these power outages, and I didn't want to go without any light. But just this battery pack for the newer LED light. And then I could run on these battery packs in these durations of power outages. Luckily, I also have these flashlights. Very bright battery power, very handy. So when I got back, it was like 3:30. Oh, lights back on. Thank goodness. Every time this happens, I have to reset my clock, which is a little annoying, but not too bad. Then I did some work. I was creating this data review slides for this charger chip that I was working on. Just put a lot of these scope plots together and captured a lot of the result processing in slides. Then I just ate dinner, which was leftover spaghetti and black rice. Continued working on the slides and finally uploaded it. Meantime, I did some laundry. I was preparing for my cousin to come over. He's planning to come over tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited for. That's pretty much my day. Other things that's going on, there's still big coronavirus scare from everybody. My dad, he was kind enough to give me these N95 masks. I'll be wearing these next week when I go back to work in the office. And they sent out an email saying we need to wear some kind of facial mask for work now. So this will come in handy. Yep, that's me for today. Today my cousin left. It was really fun having him staying with me this past 3 weeks. I'm gonna miss him a lot because he was really fun. What we did was we watched a lot of movies. We cooked. Played this game called A Way Out, and helped him change his spark plugs. Besides that, play a lot of games too. The coronavirus is still going on. It's almost hitting 1 million people in the United States. At work, I am working from home every other week and working in the office on the other weeks. Tomorrow my mom is gonna come from Canada to move to US. I hope that she travels safely tomorrow. I really hope that she doesn't get sick as well, doesn't contract the virus on her way here. Besides that, I can't believe it's almost May. What else? Developing a control circuit for some LEDs. I'm thinking I could make a flashlight someday. Nothing much, I think, besides that. Just gonna help my mom out when she comes here. Alright, and that's it for today. It's April 24th. I'm signing off. Today is June 6, 2020. It's been quite a month and a half since I last made a vlog. My mom is living with me and it's pretty nice to have her. Helping her settling in California successfully. We signed up for her benefits, like her foods, EPT, SNAP card. She got a stimulus check. Um, she is currently working to get disability benefits for Social Security, and I'm trying to get her signed up for ESL classes in Miramar. Uh, yeah, I enjoy living with my mom. It's pretty nice because growing up I didn't really have her in my life, and now she's with me. So it's nice to kind of make up for that time and spending the time now with her. Other things that are going on is the world seems to be recovering for the most part from the coronavirus. Um, there's less new active cases each day now, and um, more and more businesses are reopening. Luckily for me, I I placed a lot of call options on certain businesses that took the biggest hit, such as the airlines and the hospitality segment. And this week has been a stellar recovery for the airlines and some of the oil and oil businesses and hotels and recreational places. Last week I got my bike stolen, which bummed me a bit. I parked it next to Smart and Final, and I went to Home Depot to make that hanger for my wires over there. It took me about an hour to find the things that I wanted, and then when I came back, my bike was gone, which kind of made my heart sink a little bit because that was something that I had since high school and I used in college, and I brought it back from college and upgraded it with adding an electric battery, a 500-watt electric motor, and that would help me commute to work. And it also gave me a wake-up call on what security is like, because I can't believe that they literally just snipped my wire. This was what I found at the crime scene. I had my bike connected, and then this is how they cut my bike. It was a valuable lesson. Note to self is never buy these cable locks, especially for securing your bike, because I didn't know that you could cut them. And then made me feel concerned of other safety aspects, like the locks on my car, the locks for my houses, and what I thought was secure, or my perception of security is definitely very minimal. Like, I guess I take a lot of the security aspects for granted, And this week I've been researching a lot on if I do get a new bike, um, what I could do differently for this new bike that I could hopefully keep for a longer time than the old bike that I somehow managed to keep for 10 years without realizing that I wasn't protecting my bike as much as I could have. And speaking of which, I got a new bike too. It's the Stromer Elite ST1. I got it a decent deal on Craigslist. I haggled my price down for this bike, and luckily it's a good buy in my opinion. That I found on Craigslist. I wasn't sure if this guy was legit or not, but he was. He has a storage unit filled with new old bikes that he's reselling. And there's no pedals on this bike, so that's something I need to get. There's other things that I want to consider doing to the bike, such as adding a bike rack on the back, maybe change the seat, add a bike light. Pretty much it. Yeah, and for I guess what else is on my mind for this month or the coming months is I plan to set up a table in that corner. I have a 3D printer that should be coming in soon, and that'd be a good spot that I want to put it. Trying to learn Altium. It's a PCB design software, and I signed up for a IPC class for circuit design, and they sent me a book that I'm gonna read up on. I also finished with my Chinese class at Mesa College, and it was a good experience, I would say. It was interesting though, like it transitioned to Zoom during the coronavirus outbreak, and I kind of think it worked out better that way for me, as in I didn't have to commute to the school. I could just go home and open my computer and join the class. I don't plan on taking any classes this summer. It's mostly focusing on engineering things that I want to do. That's pretty much it for this update. Yeah, thanks for checking this out. Hey, this is July 5th, reporting on July 5th, and feeling okay. I went to a July 4th celebration yesterday at Poway. They had a fireworks celebration at Poway High School, and I went with my mom and Jimmy, and we went to a nearby middle school to go see it. It's really cool. Can't believe it's already half of 2020 now. The coronavirus is still ongoing. There's a lot more people that are getting sick. So it seems like it's really important to stay safe and stay healthy. Recently I've been doing a lot of improvements to my garage. See that that is a new table. It's a Elon table that I got for the snap maker that you can see that I arrived last month. And I got a bigger blue screen that covers more of my garage wall. And was working on some projects with the SnapMaker. It's a really neat tool. I would say it could CNC, laser print, and 3D print. So I try to learn, or I'm getting some training right now with SolidWorks for modeling a lot, and I recently got a Altium license, and I'm using that to create PCBs. Here, I'll show you this board that I'm working on. It's for the flashlight that would help light up your nose. So this was made with the SnapMaker, and it's quite impressive. I would say there's a lot of thin traces on here, and for the most part, it cut through the copper pretty well, except for a couple traces that I used the X-Acto knife to redefine. But yeah, I'm overall pleased with getting it, because I was thinking of getting another product called Othermill, which I used at Cal Poly for a little bit, and I was thinking of getting that, but it costs like $3,000, and it was quite expensive for the purpose of what I was seeking for. And I stumbled upon a Kickstarter page with the SnapMaker 2.0, and I ordered it June of 2019, and it finally came after a year. But I am glad, although the long wait, it was a really good investment, because I can make printed circuit boards now. Yeah, that's it for this update. What's coming up is my younger sister's birthday. She's going to turn 10, and I'm working on this surprise cake. And then later this month, I plan to take the Eptech CID designer class. I got this book that was shipped to me, and now it's offered as a Zoom class, so I'll participate on July 20th. It's held in Easter time at 10 o'clock, so it's going to be 7 o'clock in San Diego that I'm going to get up and learn. So I hope that goes well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's August 8th, and I just wanted to share what happened in the end of July to now. I guess it was a roller coaster for me for the stock market. I put way too much money into some call options, which didn't end up so well for me, and I just continue to pour even more money when things weren't going well, and then I just decided to sell all my call options right before things were getting better, which was a, I guess, lesson for me to learn of the craziness the stock market could be. It was really stressful for some nights, like just couldn't sleep sometimes, and some days I'd have this surge of stress that would occur, and I wouldn't be able to think, and just makes me kind of depressed. And from this makes me kind of think about life and how money shouldn't be the reason to live, and I just wanted to share that from what I learned is life isn't all about money, and it's also especially important of how you spend your time in life, and what's more important is who you are, your ideas, your ambitions, what you could do with what you have, and how to improve yourself. It's kind of sucks to make these mistakes, and it really takes a toll on your psychological well-being, but I guess the caveat is that it's a valuable experience if you take it into if you really reflect and learn how to act differently and act in or just learn from the mistakes that you've made to live a better life in the future. Aside from that, I passed the IPC CID designer certification. It was a week that I took off to take for just myself, and it was pretty rewarding, even though a lot of concepts were new to me and the class was very dense, and but it was really interesting and I learned a lot. Just hoping to get a job into the PCB type design related roles in the future. A couple things I'm looking forward to. My dad's getting a Model Y. It's pretty exciting that he's getting a new car, and it's Tesla, and hopefully it's gonna be ready for him to pick up soon, and I'll be coming with him to pick it up. And I'm still working on the nostril light. Here's a prototype which doesn't work, but I hope to make further progress. Try to make an enclosure, and then figure out how to manufacture this to scale. Plan is to launch a Kickstarter and see how that goes. Even further would be I'll be getting my braces off. Had these for about 2.5 years now, and my next visit will be when I take the braces off, and I will be turning 26 too next month, and I also plan to go visit SLO, which I'm pretty excited for. Alright, signing off. Alright, check this out. Oh. Anyways, this is vlog number 6 on October 18th, 2020, and this past month I went to SLO. First went to the Bay Area, then rented an RV and drove down to SLO, which was really fun. Had a great time. I had a lot of good food that I used to eat a lot in college. Got that hat over there. Also got a Cal Poly sweater. Besides that, it was just a nice nostalgic trip with my roommate Albert, and we both haven't gone to SLO since we graduated, so it was a really nice fix to go. Aside from that, it was actually a little scary to fly to the Bay. There isn't really a temperature check before you can fly, so it's hard to feel comfortable around people knowing that there might be someone with COVID on the plane. And I think that was one of the reasons why one in particular of a friend that I wanted to see didn't want to see me, because of the potential risk of me contracting COVID on the flight, which was a bummer for me because I was actually looking forward to seeing this person. Aside from that, I hanged out with my roommate Albert, who stayed with me in San Diego after the SLO trip. We had a lot of fun going to Phil's Barbecue, Tacos El Gordo, Oscar's. Just got a lot of San Diego food, and then it was fun having him stay at my place for the time being. And then my dad, he got his Model Y, which was a really blast to drive, and then not much else happened. It was actually a quick week after that, or the time went by really fast after that. Yeah, there's not much going on right now, just living life, and I wanted to update you guys on the SLO trip, and I posted a link of a video that I made, if you want to check that out. What a month. Well, the first big event that happened was the election. I voted for the very first time out of my 26 years Actually, it's just 22 years of living in the United States, and maybe the second election, no, the third election that I could have voted for. This is my first time that I voted on this 2020 election. I would say it was a good experience. I had to research a lot on the propositions, did my research on the different government positions. I did my research on who would best represent my values, and it was very good experience just to be familiar with more of the world. And now we have a newly elected president. His name is Joe Biden. He has dethroned El Presidente, Trump. Other events, I had my friend Kalen visit. It was pretty cool to see him after so long, after college. We got ramen and tacos, and it was just nice to catch up. Other events, I had my review at work. It didn't go that well, actually. I had high hopes. I had a better feeling of how I did than how my manager perceived me and how the other team members thought of me. The big takeaway is I had to change my attitude in work. If I really enjoy what I was doing, then that would also benefit my workmanship, also benefit my motivation to do better at work, just my drive of wanting to be there would help me want to ask more questions, want to be eager to do more work. But it's actually not the case. Like, I don't see myself working there in the future. I just think it's very heavy on the coding aspects of that I'm not very interested in. But I'm glad I have this job. It's crazy right now. The work environment is very isolated. Not many people are looking to hire, I think. And also the holidays are coming up, so not many people want to switch jobs. They're usually taking a vacation. So we'll see next year. I will keep my eye lookout for different opportunities that may pass my way. In the meantime, I've been working on a lot of work with solder masking and prepping up production for nostril light. This is a failed attempt of me solder masking this panel. But the goal is to make a final prototype, version 1.3.4 that I'm currently working on. It will be hopefully the last prototype version before I launch a Kickstarter campaign to fund this idea that I've been working on since April. So we'll see how it goes. And that's my update for this past month. It's not much, but it's an update, and I have so much acne now, which is pretty bothersome, and I think it's due to wearing a face mask every day. Since I go to work, it's required to wear a face mask, and I think the humidity and the condensation and the bacteria buildup causes my skin to react against the bacteria and causes inflammation and acne, which is the most severe that I had so far. Like maybe just a couple on each cheek, but now it's dozens on each cheek and maybe a few on my head. I had it checked yesterday on a video visit with my doctor, my new doctor, and he prescribed these ointments that I picked up today, and they ended up costing me $150, even after insurance and GoodRx. Like, without GoodRx and insurance, it would have cost maybe $400, which is quite ridiculous for a small tube of ointment. But hopefully it gets better once my face clears up. I could be more comfortable looking at myself in the mirror. Yeah, and that's my speech.